I do not get from dominance, how do I prevent myself from getting attached? I get that question from submissives all the time. I am married and in an E&M relationship, ethical non monogamy. I have no desire for a romantic relationship outside of my marriage. I want to dominate, but I am unable to because of vanilla responsibilities. It seems as though a more play or scene based relationship would work best. I was wondering if it's possible to have a more platonic DS relationship. How do I cultivate this kind of dynamic without feeling like a kink dispenser or a Dom that's actually doing service topping for free? First of all, is it possible to have a more platonic DS relationship? It is possible, especially like Gail is saying, if one or more partners are asexual, whatnot. Essentially, what you have to understand going into it is as a dominant, you are able to create and maintain a certain level of emotional detachment that is simply not possible on the bottom side. Because what you are demanding as a dominant is deep levels of expression, transparency, and this is what the submissive is looking for. This is part of submissive arousal. This is part of the allure of subspace is I can release all of this, express all of this, let go of all of this and give it to somebody else. There is an intrinsic level of vulnerability required on the bottom side that isn't necessarily required on the top side. Now, I do think that you can be very warm and attached as a dominant, but still the demand for that level of connection really is being placed on the dominant to the submissive. And if the submissive steps up and the submissive is showing up and is investing in the dynamic, then it's often reciprocal. But the dominant is the one who is setting the parameters and the boundaries and the guidelines that the submissive follows. So there is a certain level of formality and detachment just based on the fact that it is a DS arrangement. I do not get from dominance, how do I prevent myself from getting attached? I get that question from submissives all the time. Know going into it, though, that your submissive, regardless of the level of formality, distance, boundaries, rules that you set up, they will likely feel more drawn to you than you will feel to them. If you're okay with that and you don't feel cruel, I don't personally feel it's cruel, but if you kind of get in your head about that, that might be territory for you to navigate.